Okay. I am not going to tell Native Indigenous black folk, Native Indigenous folk, or black folk, however you identify, who are in America, I'm not going to tell you what to do. But this land, America, it is more your home as a black American than it is theirs. Do you understand what I'm saying? They don't have a claim here. They just got here 500 years ago. They have no Native Indigenous roots and blood that cultivated this land. They just got here. So I understand there's frustration and people wanting to leave and da-da-da-da-da. Or you can fucking fight. Or you could fucking fight. And how does that look? Well, you don't have to do anything too much. You hold your fucking ground, ho. Listen, heifer, you better hold your ground. Hold your ground, ho. And watch the mess ensue. There's really not much you're going to have to do other than defend yourself. And that's going to come very naturally. You'll be surprised. And these times, all you have to do is hold your fucking ground. Because they have no claim here. All they've done is bloodshed here. And a lot of your ancestors' blood is on this land. Not to mention the thousands of years of ancestry that Native Indigenous have cultivated on this land. Not to mention the burying of their dead and the ceremonies and the dancing and the tears. It's on this land. And there's no amount of Caucasoids that perish that will ever surmount what your ancestors have done for this land. So like I said, you do what you want to do. No matter where you go as a Native Indigenous person or a black person, your blood is everywhere. But make sure you're not leaving out of fear. I'm going to leave with this parable from the Bible, right? And I'm going to surmise it because I don't have the verses on hand and where it comes from and yada, yada, yada. We all know the story of Moses. But what did Moses tell his people? What did Moses tell the Israelites? The people who are sovereign within the land. And the only people that are sovereign on a land, sovereign, that can live sovereignly on a land, is Native Indigenous people, because you have to be able to take the sun. No? So Moses, if you don't know this answer, before he gave the 10 Commandments, he told the Israelites that they're going to have to go back to the pagan worshipers who were worshiping Baal at that time, Baal, sacrificing children. He told them that they were going to have to exterminate them because they were so far gone. These pagan worshipers, these people that didn't believe in a Most High, but believed in blood magic and sacrificing and harvesting. And he said that, at least the story goes, if you don't fight, you will have to fight someday in the future. And before you have to fight someday in the future, you're going to be scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. And the Israelite, the Native Indigenous that have been sovereign on the land, the true ones, have always had to leave from these fuckers. You had to leave from these fuckers in Egypt when Rome took it over. You had to leave from Rome when they took over that. You had to leave from Greece when they took over that. You had to leave from Europe to go into Russia when they took over that and they exiled you. Then the Russians, the skeevy Russians, in the late 1700s to the 1800s betrayed you, and you had to leave from that too. And now they're in America. Now they're in what they would call the true Kemet. This is home turf for you, where your ancestors have been. And they're all over the world now. They're trying to make a one world government. And now, like an Ouroboros, this has come full circle. And these co-opters of your image use that very image to make a stance right in front of your face. To stand and make a Reich right in front of your face. On your land. There's only so many times you can run away. That's all I'm going to say. There's only so many times. I'm not saying to do anything right now. That's not what I'm saying. This is not the time right now. You just sit down and you're going to know the time. As Native Indigenous people who are tapped in, you're going to know the time. You're going to know. You're going to know. Right now, some things need to be cleared first. Take a look at your politics. Some of the shit, all this hypocrisy needs to be cleared out first. The Kirk funeral just happened, and again, the Republicans, the MAGA, they overloaded Grindr. No wonder the women on the rights, no wonder they're so uptight. Like Marjorie Taylor Greene, they're so uptight because their husbands are gay. And they're so flagrant about it, and the women are just so ignorant, and they just pretend like they don't see it. Listen, there's too much hypocrisy, okay? Like I said, let this shit play out, and you're going to know what time it is. I'm also not going to tell anybody what to do with themselves. If you want to leave America for your safety, for your sanity, fine. Do what you want. At the end of the day, it ends the same. But I'm going to do what I can to stay. Because I'm not afraid to fight.